Hey everybody, it's Liz from West Star Tarot. I'm jumping back into recording my cards pulled for Kay at Amidst the Grays May Challenge Card of the Day May. And for those of you who watched my videos earlier in May, you know that I had the death of a close family member in April. They were hospitalized for 6 weeks, then passed in April, and we just had the memorial service last week, May 16th. So I've had 3 months of a lot. And I'm really tired and I just don't have a lot of energy. I'm feeling emotionally, physically, mentally exhausted. I had a lot of company. It's just been a lot. I have pulled my cards. I've been pulling my cards, but I just haven't had the time or energy to make the videos. And then I kept saying, all right, well, I got to make the video today for the 3 cards I missed, for the 4 cards I not missed, but the 3 cards I didn't record for, the 4 cards I didn't record for, the 5 and finally I just said, you know what? I'm just going to start back up. I'm not going to try to catch up because before we know it, it'll be June and I'll still be trying to catch up with the recording. So I'm just going to let those days go by. I have them in my journal. I pulled the cards. All good. I just didn't get to the videos. That's the way it goes. So the first, I'd say 12 days of this challenge. I'm using the Fifth Tarot by Martine and Teresina Bacons. It's a deck that has a 5th minor suit called Lotuses, and that represents ether or spirit. So restoring the 5th element is the subtitle. And the first 12 days, I was just getting, the messages from the cards were really pertinent and poignant and moving and wow and amazing. And then from like the 13th for the next few days until I'd say the 17th, hold on a minute. We have incredible pollen here right now. It's really bad. We're having a nor'easter right now. It feels like winter. It's freezing. It's windy. It's raining. It's raw. It's rough out there. Anyway, so I had like 11 days or so of amazing cards, and messages were just really almost startling some days. And then I had about 5 days where I was just kind of like, meh. Now, is it the cards or is it me? Because as I mentioned, I'm exhausted, emotionally, physically, mentally exhausted from all that's been going on. And it may just be that because of that, I just can't quite soak in the full meaning of the card, and it's not really hitting me. The other thing is, so we're on card 22, it's May 22nd today, and I have drawn 11 court cards, three majors and 8 pips or minor cards. And I am not a big court card person in any tarot deck, really. And in this deck, the court cards are named Initiate, Seeker, Apprentice, and Elementor. And I think I said this on an earlier video, but for me, Seeker, Apprentice, and Initiate, I can't really put a clear definition or definitive meaning or differentiate. I can't really differentiate between those 3 titles the way I would with Page, Knight, Queen. or even a deck. I'm thinking of a deck, let's just say the Gaian. Joanna calls her court cards something other than the traditional tarot names of king, queen, knight, page. She uses elder, guardian, explorer, child. And those names, I get those. I get what they mean. I see a big difference between a child, an explorer, a guardian, and an elder. But an initiate, a seeker, and an apprentice, to me, they're really interchangeable. So that was another thing. I've had a lot of court cards, and those names just don't seem to speak to me. Okay, let's move on. So, yesterday, May 21st, I pulled this card, the Elementer of Feathers. So this in a standard tarot deck would be the King of Swords. I just love this card. I love it. I wish I could make it so it wasn't so shiny, so you could really see it. So you get this sense of wind and flow and movement of the air. This is like, you can see this is someone's body. These are the arms, the head, and that is the hair just blowing. And as I mentioned, we are in the midst of a nor'easter here in New England. And yesterday and today are incredibly windy. Sometimes there's something really healing and moving and awakening about going out on a windy day, and just, you can see the wind can clear out all the guck that's accumulated. And I just mentioned to you, I'm just exhausted and I'm kind of bowed down by cares and chores and tasks and things. And, so I looked at this card and I thought, I need to go outside and stand in the wind and let that wind cleanse me and clear me and clean me out. And so I drew that card earlier in the day. And then at bedtime, I thought, I'm going to draw another card. And I mentioned on an earlier video that I just got this oracle in, the Dreaming Waves Oracle. And wow, it's... I can't wait to really dive into this one next month. So the one I pulled last night, the Sea Glass, Becoming. And I love walking the beach and picking up sea glass. There's not a lot of it around here where I live, but occasionally I'll come across some. And it was something that my mom loved to do, collect sea glass, and my daughter. So my mom and my daughter and I, that was a connection we had. When we would walk along the beach, we would all look for sea glass together. But the meaning of this card is really hit me, and kind of in combination with this one. So let me read from the guidebook. This is yesterday. The Sea Glass. Keywords: the becoming, refinement, evolution. This card represents growth, refinement, and transformation through time. The sea glass was once sharp, broken, and discarded. But over time, the ocean's waves have softened its edges, turning it into something rare and beautiful. It reminds us that we are all in the process of becoming. Our sharp edges are being softened. Our wounds are being healed. And we are constantly evolving into something even more radiant. Growth is a process, and every challenge you've faced has shaped you into who you are becoming. Even in difficult moments, which I've been having over the past several months, even in difficult moments, you are being refined into something extraordinary. You are not defined by your past wounds, but by how you allow yourself to heal, evolve, and become. If you felt broken, lost, or unsure of your path, know that your journey is far from over. You're in the process of becoming something even more beautiful. Allow yourself to be softened, to let go of what no longer serves you, and to step fully into who you are becoming. So it's kind of interesting because, as I already mentioned, what has been going on with me over the past 3 months, this weekend I ordered a dumpster to be put in the front of my garage, and my daughter and a bunch of her friends and a bunch of my friends, is going to be like 8 to 10 of us cleaning out and clearing out what no longer serves us. Not only Bob's things, clothes and things. Well, we're not putting clothes in a dumpster. We're going to obviously give those to some place where they can be used. But, you know, there's just so much stuff in this house. I don't even know, what is it? Where did it come from? Why am I holding on to it? So that reminds me of this, a fresh breeze blowing through and cleaning everything out and softening and transforming and becoming. So those are the cards that I pulled for yesterday. And they really hit me in a very positive and kind of heart-healing way. And then the card for today that I pulled is a card I pulled earlier in the month. Another court card, Seeker of Shells. And it's interesting because the logo for our restaurant was a mermaid holding up a tray like this of abundant food from the sea, and a mermaid is holding this tray out like this, and sitting like this on a rock, only with their arm out. And we always, on our t-shirts, and our logo has the bare-breasted mermaid too, which we liked. No. Anyway, the Seeker of Shell invites you to taste emotional richness that is coming to you. Love and beauty are ready to bless you with their abundance. All you need do is choose to drink them in. So I thought that was a nice healing message too, and a reminder. I also pulled this card again, Manatee, and this is about reminding us about gentleness. So to be gentle with myself and to open my heart to love and emotional abundance and healing. So those are my cards for May 21st and May 22nd. I'm glad to be back on track. And I did have a little hiatus. I tried to kind of make up for it, and it just didn't happen. But oh well. This is supposed to be an enjoyable, enriching experience. And so I'm going to be gentle with myself and say, you pulled the cards, you just didn't make the videos. But now I'm back on track, I hope, for the remainder of the month. As always, peace and love, my friends.